So may I so is everyone here? Okay, let's start. May I request a volunteer to lead the prayer? Wala? Magtatawag na lang ako. Okay, very good, Miss Navales. So let's bow down our head and let us pray. Amen. Okay, so good morning everyone. How are you today? Are you good? Hmm? Are you stressed? Are you happy? Or are you hungry na? Okay. So for your attendance, um, say present if your name is called. Ashne, Bintoy, Bado, the Divas, Quinones, and Villarin. So we have two absent for today. So remind them class na we will have or we'll be having our summative test on Friday. So you need to study a previous class on for you to answer that test. Okay, so wait for a while because I will be presenting my presentation. Can you see my presentation? Meron na. Okay. So according to my first slide, welcome to the wonderful world of physics. Sure, welcome daw, class. So wonderful in physics? Sabi ni Mr. Divas, wonderful in physics. So today, we will have another lesson for physics. Before anything else, or before we formally start our discussion, we will play first a game. Gusto niyo ba ng game? Gusto nyo? Kasi gusto ko ng game. Okay, so I will call this game Count on You. Count on You because I will randomly select a number and that number will answer my question. And then, yung matatawag na number, magbibigay na naman siya ng another number to answer the question again. And then, yung number is i-base natin sa attendance sheet. So, I will select a number now. Number 25. Miss Navales. Okay, Miss Navales, here is your question. What is your understanding of the word energy? So, ano ba yung energy? What comes in your mind when you hear the word energy? Or what is your insight about energy? Okay, so I will give you 2 minutes, I think. Maximum of 2 minutes to think. Kasi napakadali lang naman yan. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Miss Navales, what is your answer? Energy is our ability to what? To do certain tasks. Ano pa? To work. Okay. Very good. Miss Navales has a point. In physics, uh, energy is the ability to do work or the capacity to do work. So, but there are varied meanings of energy. Like, in us humans, our source of energy is food. So, bakit ba tayo kumakain? What is your idea? Bakit tayo kumakain? Anyone? Para mabusog. Ano pa? Para hindi mahina. Right. Okay, so, kaya tayo kumakain para may energy tayo. Kaya nga sinasabi natin, di ba, ay, wala mo ko'y energy, uy. Ay, kapoy mo ko, uy. Kasi, kulang yung, what? Yung food natin. So, in humans or in any living things, our source of food, our source of energy is food. So, we will able to uh, do certain tasks, to do work, if we have an energy. So, an energy help us to complete a certain task. And then in other objects, in cars, like cars and motorcycles or what else, so their source of energy is fuel, right? So in any objects needs energy, right? But not all, kasi meron din namang hindi, yung iba na hindi na kailangan ng energy. Like, they gumagalaw na sila without energy, di ba? So, in physics, energy is defined as the ability to do or the capacity to do work, right? So, ngayon, ano naman yung work? Teacher, ano na naman si work? So, ngayon, masasagot yan ng Miss Nabales, magbigay ka ng number. Number 5? 5 is Miss Bado. Okay, so work is, I will give you another 2 minutes also. Time's up. So Miss Bado, what is work? Work is, okay, work is trabaho. Ano pa? Okay, work, it is a method of transferring energy when work is made of an object. So, kung meron daw, so work daw, it is a method of transferring energy. Kaya nga, di ba, sabi ko kanina, tayo human is gumagalaw tayo or we can complete a task or a work if we have energy. So, ngayon, ganyan yan siya. Energy, then work is done if a force, in physics to, if a force is applied. So, in physics, energy, work, and then force. So, yung object is hindi gumagalaw or there is no movement if there is no force applied. So, yan yung concept ng energy and work. So, for our next activity, I will group you into 2. And then, we will, you will guess this set of pictures. So, in group 1, from Agravante to Cortez. And then, from group 2, from Cooling to Villarin. So, group 1, of course, you are assigned in set A. And in group 2, you are assigned in set B. So, teacher, para saan yung groupings? Yung groupings is for you to, for you where to focus on. Kung group 1 ka, so focus ka lang sa set A. And then yung group 2 ka, focus ka lang sa set B. And then, each one of you will need to study or to brainstorm. Because I will be call you randomly by the set you are assigned. So, your time starts now. I will give you 5 minutes to brainstorm. Okay, your 5 minutes. Time's up. Okay, so Miss cooling. How are the pictures in set A classified? Uh-huh. Hindi gumagalaw. What else? Okay. Very good. And the pictures in set A has an energy of stationary. Okay, very good. And how about in set B, Mr. Gadivas? Yes. The pictures in set B is in motion or they move, right? Okay, so how about Mr. Salvan? Can you tell me which set of pictures shows movement and no movement? May idea na kayo dapat niyan kasi nasa number 1 na yung sagot. Alright, so set A is no movement and then yung set B is my movement. So, do you have an idea what kind of energy or what type of energy does set A manifest? I think Miss Celas, may idea ka? Okay, so Miss Celas is correct. Set A manifests a potential energy. So, how about Miss Navales in set B? Sino ba yung palaging katambal ni set A ni potential energy? Right. See? Kinetic energy. Very good. Now, I think, do you have an idea what will be our topic for today? Right? So, our topic for today is factors affecting the potential and kinetic energy. So, at the end of the last lesson, students or you are expected to differentiate kinetic and potential energy. To explain the factors that affect kinetic and potential energy. And third, you will be able to solve the world problems involving potential and kinetic energy. So, sabi dito, and the energy stored in an object due to its position is called potential energy. So, sabi niyo kanina, si set A is si rolling ball. Yan, lahat din sila is gumagalaw, di ba? May movement. So, remember that kinetic energy is energy in motion and potential energy is energy at rest and or stored energy. So, the formula for potential energy is PE is equals PE equals mgh, and for kinetic energy is KE is equals to 1/2 m times squared velocity. So for PE, m is for mass, g is for gravity, and h is for height. And for kinetic energy, m is for mass and v is for velocity. So mass, gravity, and height are factors that affect the potential energy of a body. So if any of these factors increases, the potential energy will increase. So, bakit sinasabing directly proportional si mass, gravity, and height kay potential energy. Because, pag makita nyo yung equals, that means directly proportional. So, pag read niyan is potential energy is directly proportional to mass, gravity, and height. And bakit si mass, gravity, and height are the factors that affect the potential energy? Because yung tatlo na yan is need natin to solve the potential energy. Of course, they are affecting the potential energy if wala sila. So, the three are the factors that affecting the potential energy. And then, kinetic mass and velocity are the factors that affect kinetic energy of the body. Okay. So, we have here a sample problem. Can you read it, Miss the Divas? Mr. the Divas, rather. Okay, so a 0.5 kilogram book is lifted a 1.0 meter from the ground. How much potential energy is acquired by the book? So, ginawa ko itong step by step para mas maintindihan nyo and hindi at masundan nyo yung kung paano pag-solve. First is step 1, write the information given in the problem. So, ano ba yung given? So, given si mass, which is 0.5 kilogram, and G or the gravity is 9.8 meter per second squared, and height is 1.0 meter. So, si gravity, kahit wala yung nakalagay dyan, automatically, given na yan si gravity. And then, step 2, identify what is being asked. So, ano ba yung problem dito? Identify mo kung ano yung problem. First, I see potential energy yung problem. And then, step 3, write the equation for the required. So, sulat mo lang yung problem. Kaya dapat, in every talaga solving, memorize talaga natin yung or familiarize natin yung equation. Kasi in solving, it is needed or important to or that we familiarize the formula. So, step 4, substitute the given values in the equation. So, substitute lang natin siya. Potential energy is equals to 0.5 kilogram multiplied by 9.8 meter per second squared, and then multiplied again by 1.0 meter, which is the height. So, the answer of this is 0.9 kilogram meter squared per second squared. And then step 6, affix the correct unit in your answer. So, affix the correct unit. Kailangan nating bantayan yung mga unit for us to get the correct answer talaga. Because may ibang teacher kasi na they are very strict when it comes to unit. So, kahit tama pa yung sagot mo, but mali yung unit mo, mali talaga yan siya. So, lagi nating tatandaan yung correct unit natin. So, na-gets niyo ba? Nasundan niyo ako? May steps naman, diba? And I will be sending this PPT naman so you can study in your own. So, and kinetic energy, here is the sample problem. A car of 2,000 kilogram mass travels at a speed of 10 meter per second. What is the kinetic energy of a car? So, step 1, ganun pa rin. The steps are the same, but of course, the problem are different. So, we need to step by step talaga. So, write the information given in the problem. So, the given is 2,000 kilogram mass. The velocity is 10 meter per second. Then, identify what is being asked, the key. And then, write the equation required. Then, substitute. Dito sa substitute, kasi magkaiba sila, so dapat uunahin natin i-multiply si mass and then si what? Si velocity. And then, i-divide natin siya into 2. So, the answer is 100,000 kilogram meter squared per second squared or 100,000 Newton meter or joules. So, yan yung answer. Sana nasundan nyo ako, class. Nasundan ba? Okay, very good. Because in the next slide, we will try. Okay, so try nyo dyan. A bag, I will give you again 5 minutes to solve. A bag of grocery with a mass of 5 kilogram on a cart that is 0.5 meter high is transferred at the back seat of the car. So the back seat of the car is 1.25 meter from the ground. So the question, okay, so for group 1, you will answer the A, and then for group 2, you will answer letter B. Okay ba yun? Okay, so for group 1, what is the gravitational potential energy of the bag of grocery inside the cart relative to the floor? And then yung group 2, what is the gravitational potential energy of the bag of the grocery on top of the back seat relative to the car? So, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, time's up. Can you give me your answer group 1 and 2? So, what is your answer group 1? Hmm? 61 point? Okay, 61.25 kilometer per meter squared per second squared or Newton meter. So for group 2, 24.5 kilogram meter squared per second squared or Newton meter. So yun lang siya. Diba madali lang siya, guys? So for your psychology, answer this and send it to your psychology. Later after our class, I will make a folder para doon nyo i-send or i-submit yung mga sagot nyo. Okay ba yun? So we can proceed to our next activity now because we are running out of time. Okay, now we have a graded recitation. So our criteria for our graded recitation is excellent. So you will get 5 points if you present the idea exceptionally, or you expound the concept with the most captivating words and demonstrate an outstanding mastery. Yung meron kang madaming mga add-ons, yung marami kang ni-research about this, meron kang idea talaga, you add your own idea for the certain question. And then 3 are insufficient if you present the idea insufficiently. Means that you did not expound concept and demonstrate a fair performance. So, yun kung ano yung kita mo sa PPT, yan yung sinasagot mo lang. So, wala kang idea na or wala ka talagang na intindihan kasi binasa mo lang yung nasa PPT. So, you will only get 3 points. And not with or 1 if you present the idea deficient. So, the concept is absent and the students demonstrate a poor performance. So, means that wala talaga yung hindi talaga nag-connect yung sagot mo sa tanong ko. Then, you will get 1 points. Buti pa nga, may 1 points, diba? Kasi, dapat 0 talaga yan siya. Pero kasi, nag-effort ka na sagutin nag-effort na on ng audio mo. So, I will give you 1 point. So, here is the question. Of course, randomly pa rin tayo. Kasi, favorite ko ang random. Charot. Okay, so for question number 1, what is the 2 types of energy? Um, Miss Quinones. Very good. The two types of energy is potential energy, which is the stored energy or the energy at rest, and then the what? The kinetic energy is the energy in motion. Very good. How about, aside from Miss Quinones side, can you differentiate the types of energy? Mr. Salvan? Okay, very good. You get a point. How about Miss Cortez? Can you discuss the concept of energy? Very good. And Mr. Sobricari, rather, can you elaborate the concept of work? Alright, very good. And for the last question, Miss Celes, can you discuss the factors that affect the potential of kinetic energy? Alright, very good. You listen, class, because as I observe or notice, you answered the question exceptionally. Okay, I think you have learned something today. And of course, sa mga hindi natawag, I hope also na you learn dyan sa mga pinagpukuhan nyo sa mga bahay dyan, you learn something from our lesson for today, right? Kahit hindi kayo natawag, sa kikinig naman kayo. So for your assignment, research about elastic potential energy. Okay? Yes. Bukas, yan yung magiging topic natin. So you need to study the elastic potential energy, and tomorrow we will apply this concept to more complex problems. So thank you all and God bless. You may have your lunch now. Thank you, class. Goodbye.